So, hey, Jackie K here. Considering I forgot that we were this close to the Crystal Palace, so hopefully this will be the last Paper Mario Randomizer stream. Like, I've been playing this series off for so long as is, and instead of doing Bowser's Castle, I feel content just ending off this Randomizer series when I get all 7 Star Spirits, because as far as I'm concerned, Bowser's Castle is not gonna be just the same, and I just can't really justify doing that, especially when I'm kind of already... Part of the reason why it's been so hard to get back into this Randomizer is because of the other series I picked up. Like, it's kind of a similar situation I ran into with Pokemon Coliseum Randomizer, unfortunately, where it's just like, I went through all the shenanigans that the Randomizer has to offer, and it's just not that interesting anymore. But I think that's part of the reason, but I think the other part of the reason is I started streaming my Golden Sun mod, Dawn and Jin, and I found that I've just been finding that a lot more interesting. More interesting, case in point. I mean, it's not like in Dawn and Jin you actually can do weird stuff like this, but still. Like, I could use this Thunder Rage in this fight, or I could just fight a random enemy, use the Thunder Rage, and then pick up the Dizzy Dial, hopefully. I don't want to double dip. Oh, that's right, I never actually got quick change. Oops. Well, FP go boom. As I was mentioning though, like, ever since I started streaming Dawn and Jin, I've had a lot more interest in playing that, so I think that's like half of the reason why it's taking me so long to get back into this. Now that I'm actually streaming, I'm actually not feeling as tired as I was. Oh, we'll get that in a sec. I'm kind of like going all over the place at the moment. But yeah, there's been a lot. I've had a lot. When did I get quick change? Wow. I guess my memory just really gotten mixed up because I've been editing videos of Paper Mario Randomizer, and the point that I'm editing currently is right around Shy Guy's Toy Box, where I finally got the frickin' weight and I was able to do all the boots stuff. Speaking of which, perfect. Well, not the most optimal thing I could do, but at least I took care of someone. Straightforward, yeah. With Paper Mario Randomizer, I'm just editing Shy Guy's Toy Box, so that must be what I'm getting confused at. And like, there's multiple reasons why I've been enjoying Dawn and Jin. Like, as much as I enjoy Paper Mario, I really enjoy Golden Sun. 2, there's the bias because it's something I made, so I'm kind of just have the pride of actually being able to show it off to the people who don't want to actually mod their GBAs or get it in some other fashion. Running into this again. Just so I can keep the inventory space going. I obviously need to be less stingy with my items. Like, this is probably the last chapter we're doing, and there's already like items in the inventory, and like, we're not gonna use. We have so many good items still in storage that we're probably never actually gonna touch. Dang it, Spin Jump! Why don't you do the things that I want you to do? Well, case in point, let's be less stingy with our items. I forget what point number 3 was, but I think it's just a scenario of it's Golden Sun, and as much as I enjoy Paper Mario, I really enjoy Golden Sun. It's like the game that... I wouldn't say it's a game that got me into game design, but it's definitely been the game that's keep the drive for game design for so long for me. So there's that, sorry, brain's not ready to run. You know, they're about to be undizzy. Let's try to paralyze them. Good old vanilla Paper Mario and the abilities to just break everything. So yeah, like, even if I didn't make Donjin, I probably would be excited to play Donjin because it's Golden Sun with a new take on it. And that's fun in of itself. Oh, Goombario, you never got super upgraded. Who can do... I think Sushi does 5 HP with her basic attack. Well, we're gonna find out together, folks. There we go. It's been a little bit since I've played Paper Mario, even though I've been working on stuff related to Paper Mario. In a second, let me try to finish one story up at a time, because I keep jumping back and forth between Donjin. How it's fun? How it's fun because it's different, and also because I'm real happy to actually be able to show it off. Because as much as I recommend people try it out for themselves, I get that that's not going to be a thing for everyone. So I would like to at least have the Golden Sun fans, or the people in general, who are curious about Donjin but don't have the ability to play it for themselves. It's nice to at least have a playthrough going in some shape or form. It's kind of been working out nicely as a stream series, just because I play the game and then I edit it down based on what I play, or I just cut out all the extra fluff and all that. I wonder... This is just really weird. I completely forgot about this being a thing. Because you never actually fight the duplicates. So I forget that you're actually... They show up on both layers. Oh, I guess you still fight the duplicates, and now just the videos I was thinking of were wrong. Yikes, Mario's here. Well, we better beat him. I wonder how many duplicates are actually going to be in the fight. Not 2. But then again, I'm certainly one to talk about that. I mean, if you've been keeping up with my projects, and actually played enough of the one to actually get to that point, you know what I mean. Before I go more into that though, maybe I should at least talk about what I've been up to. Because it's been a while, and maybe I brought it up in a Donjin stream, but it's worth pretending that I didn't, since this also gets uploaded as a separate YouTube series, so different types of people probably watch this. I've been working on a Paper Mario mod. I gotta stop being so shy about it. So, like, I don't even think I was planning on getting into it so soon. Yikes, 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 I forgot their attack, but I forgot the scaling increased their attack. Oh, shoot. Well, we say at a live stream. Wow. Maybe I should invest more in HP. Huh. Maybe just because this isn't Dark Star difficulty. Maybe just because of that doesn't mean that I should let my guard down. Let's just get all the negatives. Here I thought we'd just be having a nice clean breeze through the Crystal Palace, and I could be done with this and get back on my own things, but... Actually... Isn't there a badge? Yeah, triple dip is in here in vanilla somewhere. I remember that because I never picked it up in Dark Star and looked it up and realized that I didn't even get it in the normal one. Or I completely overlooked that area existed in the normal one, and so on and so forth. But yeah, wow. Certainly jumping all over the place. Like, I wasn't planning on getting into Paper Mario modding so soon because, like, as you know, like, I have a tiny bit, I have some experience with programming, but it's always been intimidating for me. Let me just make... I should have probably went back and healed, but I can't. Well, now I guess it's as good a time as any to make use of all the items that I've been hoarding throughout the adventure. Let's start with the shooting star. I could probably just double shooting star, but... why do that when I can just FP go boom, especially because I'm definitely gonna need to go backtrack and heal after this. So yeah, where was I? Paper Mario modding? Oh yeah, that's the thing. Wasn't gonna get into it anytime, or at least not as soon, because the Star Rod code was a little bit intimidating. But when I saw they were doing the Paper Mario Game Jam, I thought that was any good excuse to just jump in and finally learn that code. Maybe trying to learn the code during a game jam and make a project inside game jam wasn't the most brilliant idea I ever had. Like, I wouldn't go back and change anything, or like I wouldn't go back and not do it just because it was during a game jam, because otherwise, I know I would have just kept procrastinating actually learning this stuff if I didn't actually have a good motivator to actually try it. But the problem with that is, it leaves myself in a little bit of a scenario of, like, not only do I have to learn how to mod Paper Mario, all the time I spend learning cuts in to the time frame of actually making the project, and we had like a 2-month window, and it kept getting extended, and I already felt bad about the extra time as is. I think I'll just